Hey guys, in this month's Star Wars Corner, we are going to be talking about Solo, a Star Wars story. So before we get going, this video will include spoilers for Solo, so if you have not seen it, put us in your watch later playlist. Our overall thoughts and feelings about Solo. I really enjoyed it. I was worried when Solo was first announced. I think we all were.
Yeah, I think that's the understatement.
I was worried at first, but as trailers came out, I felt better about it. Especially like the big main trailer that came out. I was really excited for it, and it did not disappoint me. It was, it wasn't like way up there with, other Star Wars movies, but I thought it was a really good movie, a decent movie, a fun movie.
I really liked it as well. I don't think it was entirely perfect, but I did still enjoy it, and I think the purpose of it was just to have fun.
Yeah.
Han Solo as a character, he is just a fun character. He's the action-adventure guy, and that's what I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Going into this movie, I got the fun action-adventure, and it was just really fun to see him as a bit younger of a character, and his interactions with the numerous other characters, and more world building for the Star Wars universe as well as just a whole. I felt like there was a lot of just different things that we learned about the Star Wars universe in some ways.
Especially for those of us who don't know nothing about the Legends books. With there being the Legend books, I'm sure there's more world building in those, but in reality, a lot of people do not know nothing about that stuff, so to have more info about certain planets is good. So we're just going to go through all the main characters just to touch on them, little highlights about what happened.
Yeah.
So first Han.
Even if you don't like Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo, you can't deny that the man is good to look at.
And we were continuing with that nice Solo hair too.
Yeah,
the Solo family hair apparently. I thought he did a great job as Han.
Yeah, I liked him. Because everybody, all the fanboys, fangirls too. Let's not be sexist about the fanboys, but fanboys and fangirls. Everyone was sitting there going on and on about, he's going to be a terrible actor and this and that, and he's going to ruin Han Solo.
And people coming out with those things saying apparently on set.
Yeah, like they had to hire him a voice coach, or not a voice coach, an acting coach. Yeah, it's like everybody on these websites that I go to, everyone was all paranoid, and they were getting me paranoid.
It's like, just shut up and wait.
So yeah, I was getting concerned because everyone else was getting concerned, and I personally really liked him as Han Solo. He worked for me.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like he got that charm and charisma down.
Yeah, he moved like Han. He moved like how Harrison Ford would move, and just little stances he would do.
Yeah.
The way he would hold his gun or whatever, and the way he would stand.
Mm-hmm.
He got all those mannerisms and stuff down.
Yeah.
And he at a lot of times would sound like him almost. He'd kind of have that same tone and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once again, not 100% perfect with his performance in regards to trying.
But that's kind of impossible to do. So
no one can be like Harrison Ford.
Yeah,
that's impossible. Harrison Ford is Harrison Ford. So, you can't mimic that. But I think Alden Ehrenreich did fine.
Mm-hmm.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, and so apparently he's got a couple other. His contract has him in, I can't remember, 4 or 5 total movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be happy to see him again, pop up briefly, in, a bounty hunter movie or the Kenobi movie. Okay, so next, and we're kind of doing this more based off of in order of appearance sort of thing. So then we have Qi'ra. I liked her. She was cool. I never, even though she kind of flip-flopped, it seemed, or whatever she was up to, in the end with her scheming of stuff. I never even felt angry with her. I was never oh, that betraying little punk. And actually through the whole movie I never even thought, oh, she's gonna be a backstabber, that stuff never even crossed my mind.
Well, I had a feeling, we weren't learning very much about her.
Mm-hmm.
We just knew her as Han's former girlfriend. That's kind of unfortunately the extent of her character almost. She is just she was Han Solo's girlfriend in a previous life. And
she got left behind.
Yeah, and then she kind of rises up a little bit through her own means. Yeah, that's kind of all we know about her. I think she was purposely meant to be very vague and mysterious. Because then, we do get that betrayal at the end. And I wasn't mad or angry with her. You know? I mean, I guess I kind of saw it coming a few minutes before it even happened, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked her as a character overall, though. I would definitely like to see more of her. I thought for sure she was going to die. You guys.
Everybody thought she was going to die.
I went into the movie thinking, oh, she's a goner. She's not anywhere else in the Star Wars universe. But yeah, I think Emilia Clarke did a good job. I really liked her. It was nice to see her outside of the Daenerys. The Daenerys Targaryen character. A completely different character from Daenerys. I really liked seeing her outside of something like that.
Yeah.
I liked her wardrobe, too.
She had really great clothes.
And her cute little haircut.
I liked her cape.
Yeah.
I liked her red cape.
Well, wasn't that technically Lando's cape?
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked her overall.
I'm keeping that Lando.
I liked her overall look, though, and I thought she had really great chemistry with
Oh, yeah, I was going to say that, too. They had good chemistry together. Next, we have Tobias Beckett.
Woody Harrelson.
He was cool. Again, a character that you don't know much about, because a bunch of these characters were characters you didn't get that much info from.
I like the character too. I thought everybody was going to die in this movie, so I mean, he died. That prediction came true for me. So, but yeah, he was kind of like Han Solo's mentor figure.
Mm-hmm.
He taught Han Solo a couple valuable lessons.
Yeah.
That Han Solo was able to kind of turn back on him in the end.
Yeah, I liked all that where he was like, well, guess what? I did this too, so.
Because I think, Beckett?
Yeah.
Right? I think Beckett thought of Han Solo kind of like, oh, this naive young punk. Mm-hmm. He's not listening to me. He's not taking any of my lessons to heart. But Han did at the end. He was paying attention to what Beckett was talking about.
He had some cool, dual pistol wielding skills. I liked that. Then we have Val.
Vandy Newton.
Yeah, which was, I guess, his girlfriend or his thing, or I don't. And then one thing I read said his wife.
Huh.
So I'm like, okay, so are they are they just a couple?
Yeah,
are they a married couple?
Yeah, I assumed they were boyfriend girlfriend. Yeah,
I did not get, because something I read said wife, but I never got that husband wife vibe. From them.
If they were a couple, like a married couple, that should have been made more clear. It should have had a more emotional impact.
Yeah, especially when she died.
Yeah.
There was definitely no. It just felt like they're just a couple, because it's one of those things well, this happened.
Yeah.
I gotta move on and finish this. He
had that bit of emotional connection there, but yeah, I mean, if it had been his wife, it should have been stronger than that. I did like the character. I just wish she had been in it more. I was kind of under the impression she was going to be in it more. I mean, it's Vandy Newton, a bigger actress.
Yeah, the trailers just were very misleading. For Solo, they made it seem like all these people were in the entire movie, or at least close to the entire movie, and to have several people get wiped out near the beginning, it was kind of like, oh, yeah, where's this going now? Because I know in the theater when these characters all of a sudden died, and I was like, wait, what? Where are we going now?
Yeah.
Okay, I know Lando's still there, but I'm like, what is happening now?
I definitely felt like the Val character was underused.
Yeah, I feel like she would have been cool.
We all know that Solo went through a change of directors and a rewrite and redirecting scenes and whatnot. So I don't know if she was a casualty of that. Okay. You know, I don't know if her character was a casualty of all of the backstage drama with Disney and Lucasfilm and stuff. You know, I don't know. But yeah, it did seem such a waste of not only her as a character, but her as an actress. So, yeah, I wish she could have been in it more.
Yeah. Then we have Rio Durant, and he was voiced by Jon Favreau.
Oh, that four-legged, six-legged looking, whatever he was.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know what that was his name.
The cute
that was Jon
monkey-looking
Favreau?
thing. Yeah.
I didn't know that was Jon Favreau.
I remember I just got his pop at the beginning because I was like, oh, he's adorable.
He was cute, and I was so sad that they killed him so early.
That was a horrible death. Like, because he got shot, but then it's like just all seared through him and everything. And it's like, oh.
I'm so upset they killed him. He was such a cute little creature.
Yeah, and he seemed funny. Like, he wanted him to stay throughout because he seemed like kind of the funny comic relief. But
yeah.
I wanted to see, like, did he have, like, some crazy fighting style or something? You know, because you didn't even see him fight, right?
Yeah, I think he was the pilot.
He was just the pilot,
Yeah.
like, so you didn't even really get to see him do anything.
He was so cute, though. How do you kill a cute creature? Seriously. It's like if you killed a porg.
But this J.J. Abrams is going to kill a porg just to do it.
If J.J. Abrams kills a porg in the next movie, I'm going to be very upset.
Then we have, then we meet Chewbacca, finally. You know, I kind of forgot about Chewbacca during the movie, because, like, everything else was happening. But then I was like, oh yeah, Chewbacca, because when they were like, oh, throw him in there with the Beast. And, it didn't even cross my mind that Chewbacca.
Did for me.
But then all of a sudden when he was down there, and then I was like, oh, Chewbacca.
Yeah, I guessed Chewbacca immediately when they said throw Han Solo down there in the pit with the Beast. I was like, oh, this is where Chewie's gonna come in.
But I loved how they introduced him, that, you know, he was just down there.
What was he, like a prisoner of war?
Yeah,
essentially?
Yeah. And they're like, we haven't fed him in a couple days. I just loved, I watched their, Chewbacca and Han's first encounter, and him trying to speak Wookiee to him.
Yeah, that was a great scene with the Wookiee trying to speak Wookiee to Chewbacca.
And then,
I just like their interactions in general.
Yeah, I think
that was really great.
Yeah, I liked seeing that they had such good interactions, because, like, you know, in the movie, you know, now, you just see them and they're just hanging out, you know, but it was just nice to see, like, the way they first interacted with each other.
Yeah.
How they kind of treated each other and everything.
Yeah.
Especially them, too, like.
But that humor, that dynamic between them it's still between them, how they, you know, the way they speak to each other.
Yeah.
That wry humor. That sarcasm.
I like when Chewie got in the shower with Han.
That was great. Han and Chewie in the shower, that was great.
It was like, okay. But yeah.
It's like, that tells you their relationship right there, that their closeness, that they'll take showers together.
Did that, like, continue on for the rest of their life? That they're like, move over, Chewie just pop on in there, like, get the heck out. But yeah, I thought they had, for a non-speaking character.
Yeah.
I thought that
he's very expressive.
That was really good too. I thought they did well together. Then we have Dryden Voss with Paul Bettany.
I love me some Paul Bettany, you guys.
He was a cool dude. He had awesome, whatever those were, like weird dagger.
The dagger things. Those daggers were badass, you guys. They lit up. I guess they were almost like lightsabers, but
yeah, they were almost
like the laser part being on the dagger like that, which was cool. It's like you have the benefit of a sharp dagger, but then the benefit also of some deadly lasers on there. That was cool. I loved it.
Yeah, and I guess he was supposed to be kind of just the face of the criminal organization that they were part of.
I did like him as a villain. He was kind of different for a villain. Because there was something, I liked him because it's like he was kind of bad and he was doing bad things and saying terrible things.
He was like really charming about it.
Yeah, there was something really, really charming about him that I liked. Because he had like a smile the whole time, you know, he was always just smiling about things like, I'm gonna kill you, but
yeah, he like laugh about like your death and stuff and be like,
yeah, I liked his,
don't forget if you fail.
I liked his charm and charisma and everything. It's Paul Bettany, you guys. Yeah, and yeah, they say I put scars on his face. It don't matter. He still looked good to me. I'm weird.
Kind of forgot they were there after a while, I think.
Yeah. Oh God, don't get me started on his outfit at the end. He had the white shirt on, and the buttons were gone. I love Paul Bettany.
But yeah, so
you can continue.
He was cool, and I liked him I liked the whole fight scene at the end.
Oh yeah, him and qi'ra.
Yeah, I loved that whole thing with him.
That
and
was
qi'ra.
great. Because she just kind of bust out fighting all of a sudden.
That's something I wasn't completely sure of, was the relationship between Dryden and qi'ra. Were they a couple? Because then somebody saw the mark. Was it? I can't remember if it was L3 or not. Somebody saw the mark on her wrist.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, you belong to him. And I didn't know if they meant that in like a relationship way.
I think they were in some sort of relationship. The way he was sitting there touching all over her.
Yeah.
And then she looked uncomfortable sometimes when he would touch her.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was abuse going on too. I don't know. But yeah, he would always constantly touch her, put his arm around her.
Yeah.
Like a sign of he did own her.
Mm-hmm.
Like relationship wise.
Because I know she said that she said he helped her.
Yeah.
And stuff. So that's...
Yeah, because she struck me as the type of character, because even early on when she's with Han, you know, before she's caught, I mean, she strikes me as the type of character that she just goes into survival mode and does whatever.
Yeah.
For survival, even if that means teaming up with the bad guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought for sure they were going to be husband and wife. When she first introduced him to Han Solo,
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say something like, yeah, like, I can't remember who was speaking, and I thought he was, it might have been Paul Bettany, and I thought he was going to go, my wife! Because I was about to go, what? What a shocking twist.
Yeah, he was cool. He was a cool dude, but now he's dead, so...
It's a shame.
Next, we have Lando.
Alright.
Donald Glover.
I love Lando, too.
He did such a great job with, like, really getting down Lando's charisma and charm and everything like that.
I think the mannerisms there, too.
The way he spoke, yeah, it's just so funny.
I just love that initial Han and Lando relationship, and yeah, by the time it ends, and Lando's like, I never want to see your face again.
I loved when Lando was like, when Lando said, I hate you, and he said, I know. Like, and then it made you think of...
Oh, the I love you, I know.
Yeah.
I
was the only one who
I didn't
thought
pick
that.
up on that.
Did anybody else pick up on that? Because, yeah, Lando was like, I hate you. He's like,
Yeah, I certainly didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, I thought...
Lando was a straight up pimp. Seriously. His wardrobe, his lifestyle, I loved it. He was great.
I loved how him and Han's relationship progressed throughout the movie of, you know, being complete strangers, and then he's mad at him, but you know, deep down inside, Lando's like, you're a cool dude. Next, we have Lando's droid L337. We'll just call her L3. Anyway, L3 was like a hit or miss character.
I did not like the character of L3. I don't know if I'm weird.
I've seen several that say they're kind of...
L3 was just a little too much for me. And the other thing, the movie was trying to throw in this whole thing, you know, about the droids and that. They want their liberation, you know. That's fine. But it was just kind of irritating how it was placed in the movie.
Yeah.
And like every piece of dialogue she said related to
that
droid liberation.
Yeah.
And it was just irritating.
Yeah.
I didn't see the placement for it.
No.
It felt uncalled for. I mean, a few times is fine.
I did think the part though, like when they were at Kessel, and she did let all the droids go.
Yeah.
And the droids were like just doing all kinds of funny little things, like yay!
Yeah.
I thought that was cute
Yeah, that
I
was
liked
fine.
that they were like running
Yeah, that
around
was
causing
fine, but-
mass chaos.
But yeah, every bit of her dialogue
Yeah.
related to droid liberation, it was just very irritating.
It's
and-
like, okay, we got it.
Yeah, I got it. Enough. Yeah, I didn't like her as a droid character at all.
No.
I mean, definitely at the bottom of my favorite droids.
Droids.
Yeah, definitely way at the bottom.
But then she did have some funny stuff, like when they were on the Millennium Falcon and talking about her and Lando's relationship. That was funny, though. But weird. It's like, I don't think I need to know all
It's like
that info for Star Wars.
when she died, I was like, thank God. I wasn't even sad. Does it make me horrible? Does that make me horrible?
I thought it was sad, because
I was like, thank God, shut her up.
Lando seemed upset. Plus, I thought that was cool that they put her memory into the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess, how the Millennium Falcon is such an awesome ship.
Yeah.
Because they said her navigation was really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a so-so kind of thing with her character.
I could have just done completely
Like-
without the character,
Then
to be honest.
we have, I wrote down how to pronounce it, because I kept calling her Infis Nest,
Infus?
but it was Infis, so they have Infis Nest. And that was weird. The whole time watching the movie, I thought it was a guy.
I did too. I thought it was a dude. I think they purposely led you to believe it was a dude.
They didn't want you to think it was a female.
Yeah,
did they?
because then, she pulled off her helmet, because this
And it
is
was
the...
shocking.
Because what were they? They were called the Marauders, right?
They were called, like, the Cloud Riders.
Yeah,
And they were, like, marauders
You know,
and
because
stuff.
this group of characters that were constantly chasing after Han and Beckett, it's like they were this menacing threat, and they just
you
kind of
thought,
pop up.
God, they keep getting in the way.
Yeah, and then I thought it was a dude, and then here comes this shocking reveal. This young girl, a very young girl with this reddish hair, just popped on out of there, and it's like, what?
But
I liked it though.
Yeah.
I did like her as a character. I mean, they didn't really do much with her, but there was something about her. It's like, I want to know more. Plus, I mean, she was sitting there mentioning her mother. It's like, well, who's your mother? It must be important. You know?
I just liked how it completely switched. You thought, here's this group of characters who keep getting in the way, and they keep messing their plans up.
They're all
and then it turns out, they're
all kind of one of the
they're
same
the
thing.
beginning. I don't know. They made it almost sound like they were the start of the rebellion. They were the not the founders necessarily, but they were
rebellion was
they
called
were
the
one of
rebellion.
the first little small cells almost.
Yeah.
That's what I got from it. It was like they were one of the first little small cells of
Rebellion
rebels
against the Empire.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought they were cool. I liked their outfit too. I thought it was cool, and I really liked the music they played with her people every time they showed up. It was really cool, just different style of music.
I tell you what, her character, I mean, if she doesn't really pop up in any more movies, her character is definitely the type of character that will
can
be
blend in
explored
somewhere.
She will be explored in the books.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the books, I think.
Yeah, it seems like she's
definitely maybe even a cartoon.
Yeah, it seems like she's a character that can easily you can slip into there.
Yeah, the books or the cartoons. Yeah, I don't know about them incorporating her into further movies. I don't know.
Yeah.
But she's definitely a character. I was like, well, I need more, you know, because you didn't learn anything about her.
No.
She just kind of brought up her mother, and I feel like that's important. I don't know.
And then last, we have the surprise
This is a spoiler, you guys.
final appearance. Well, the whole thing was a spoiler.
I know, for real. We're getting into spoilers if you've not seen this movie.
We have the surprise appearance of Darth Maul showing up. Turns out he is the true leader of the Crimson Dawn, which was like who Beckett and Dryden and all of them were part of.
Yeah.
And so
And qi'ra works for him.
Yeah.
Ah!
She probably believed more in Darth Maul than Dryden Voss, the way she reported back to him and stuff. That was just so cool.
I had a straight out fangirl moment in the theater. They pulled his cloak back, and I was like, ah!
And it was just so cool that they used both Darth Mauls. They used Ray Park's face
and body.
but you get Sam Witwer's voice.
Yeah.
I just love that they combine them together as one person. because I love both Ray Park and Sam Witwer. So
As Darth Maul.
Yeah, so like to have them combined to be one person in a movie for just a short moment was just so fun. So it makes me think like if Darth Maul was to show up, like if there was a Kenobi movie or something, would they do the same thing of having...
I straight up think Darth Maul's reappearance, that I think they're definitely planning on doing something more.
Yeah, why would you just have him show up if you didn't plan on
anything? Yeah, because we were talking about this. If you watch the cartoons, you know that Darth Maul is back in those cartoons. So we were talking about it. It almost does seem a little confusing and overwhelming for perhaps just a casual audience, especially if they just strictly watch the movies and they don't watch the animated cartoons and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we know, that he's alive. Mm-hmm. So that made sense. It wasn't like a big shock. I mean, it was a shock, the cameo, but it wasn't a shock like, how is he alive? Because we already could fill in those blanks. But I am just curious, regular people, how they felt. Like, we saw him get cut in two, Obi-Wan
or they completely forgot about him. They're like,
yeah.
Who the heck is this guy?
So I'm just kind of curious, the casual viewing audience who strictly just watched the movies, how they felt about Darth Maul. Were they confused? Because you've told me stuff about Clone Wars, about how he got put back together, and then I've seen Rebels. That I've seen his story through Rebels. But I loved the Darth Maul cameo. Darth Maul, seriously, he's one of my favorite Star Wars villains. Okay. He's one of my top favorites. I love Darth Vader, and I really love Kylo Ren and General Hux, but I love Darth Maul. I think Darth Maul's my favorite. I don't know why. Because Phantom Menace was my first movie, Star Wars movie. I freaking love Darth Maul and Phantom Menace. He's just stuck with me, I guess.
And it hit me going to the celebration. It hit me like a week ago or so. I was thinking, I think it was always like a childhood dream that I was like, because I always would think, I'd love to meet Ray Park.
Oh, I know.
When we were little, I always thought that. Yeah. I always thought, God, I'd love to meet him.
And then we did.
And then I never even thought about it until a couple weeks ago, and I was thinking, I actually had, when you always have those childhood dreams and they never come true. Yeah. I was like, I actually had one come true for once.
To meet Ray Park. But I think Darth Maul is definitely a big setup. I mean, why reintroduce him into the movies since he's only kind of been reintroduced into the cartoons? There must be a purpose reintroducing him into the movies. I think especially if they're doing a Kenobi movie. Mm-hmm. Which, please.
Please, I'd rather have a Kenobi over a bounty. If there is a bounty hunter movie, because I do not care about bounty hunters. I don't care. If they have a bounty hunter movie come out before a Kenobi movie, I'm going to be so mad. Because I do not care about Boba Fett. I do not get the Boba Fett thing. And I love when I hear other people who are just like, I don't get the Boba Fett thing.
Boba Fett is a big thing for, fans of the original trilogy. I think...
Why? He's in there for 5 minutes.
Well, I know, but I think it's just the thing, I mean, we're prequel people. We have our things. The original trilogy people have their things. And the people who are watching the new movies now, they have their thing,
But no bounty hunter movie. We want a Kenobi movie.
Kenobi with Darth Maul. Jesus.
So it was good. I will watch it. I will buy it on DVD. I will watch it in order that it should go in the movie.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch it.
It is a good movie. Yeah. Do not listen to other people. Well, if you're watching this, you've already watched it. But I would, if somebody said, "Oh, should I go see Solo?" I'm not sure. I'd say, "Yeah, go see it."
I really liked it. I thought the acting was great. The CG was pretty great. Yeah.
The only thing is the beginning was a tad bit slow.
Yeah.
And when they showed that stupid fish Lady Proxima,
that was a little stupid. I was like, what the hell?
When they showed her, I was in the back of my head thinking, this is not going to go well.
I was already thinking that
because you should not have something stupid like that.
The fish lady.
During the beginning of the movie, because like with the Force Awakens. Scene with the Raftars and all that stuff was an unneeded thing, and with the Kanji Club and whatever the heck they were called.
What people would call prequel-ish. Like,
I guess.
Prequel-ish.
Like, that was in the middle of the movie, so that was okay, because you already had the great beginning, and then you knew you were going to go on to a great
fish lady.
But with the fish lady and all that crap at the beginning, it was kind of like, oh no. Now, if they was in the middle, it would have been okay, but that fish lady was just like, crap. this is gonna suck.
Yeah, it does
So
start off.
get past the fish lady.
It starts off a little bit slow. I mean, I think it kind of has to. You need to get acquainted with this Han Solo and qi'ra, and so it does start off a little bit slow. I think it does get going though. Once they kind of get past that train sequence, you know, when Val dies. Once they kind of get past that, I think it really starts picking up steam.
Yeah.
Especially once Lando gets in there.
But yes,
Overall, thumbs up.
I don't know what I would give it as a rating, but maybe like an 8.
Yeah, probably an 8. I'd probably get about an 8 too.
But yeah, it was good.
8 of 10.
Yeah. So, I guess that is it for this video. And we will see you all next month. Bye!